Okay, so today in personal finance, we're going to touch on that last part of 2.4, and this will be just kind of our final portion of the insurance, the study guide packet. And I just want to get right into it with the identity theft protection. So at the top of this page, don't buy identity theft protection that only includes or provides credit report monitoring. So credit report monitoring is something that you can do on your own. We're eligible or we can have or do one time a year one free credit report that does not hurt our credit score or anything like that. So we don't need to buy it. There's no sense in buying insurance or protection for something that we already get. The next one is good protection includes restoration services that assign a counselor to clean up the mess. And so what I want to do is I want to go down to the very bottom of your page, and I just want to give you 4 key points when it comes to identity theft. Number one, that mess that we're talking about, cleaning up the mess, that takes roughly 600 hours to clean up. And so that's really what they're talking about is, if we have the identity theft protection, then we don't have to worry about necessarily paying for all that extra time or it costing us 600 hours to clean up the mess. The second point, shred documents. Make sure that you shred all documents that have personal information on it, such as bank account information, social security number, things like that. Point number 3, avoid phishing. So basically what this is referring to is if you get some sort of email that doesn't necessarily make sense or that doesn't look legit or real, make sure, my recommendation is to go in and click on that email that it came from, click on the back side of it and make sure that it is from a legit source, that it actually does say something at bank whatever, or something at, if the IRS is sending something, or some sort of organization like that, you'll want to make sure that it's actually coming from the person themselves, the real company. Last point is HTTP for a website URL should change to HTTPS, standing for security, especially when it comes to looking at financial institutes and things like that. So just make sure that when you're checking some of the websites that occurs. Video 3.1, I'm going to run through this fairly quickly as well. Life insurance is to replace lost income due to death. Term insurance is for a specified term period and is substantially cheaper. Cash value insurance is normally for life and more expensive. And then that last one, if you save, invest, stay out of debt, and have a solid financial plan, you will eventually become self-insured. Basically, the last part of this that I want to talk about when it comes to life insurance is there are 2 different types that most sell. They are term and they are whole policies. Here's the difference between the 2. A term policy is generally cheaper per month, but it's a specified term. So roughly 15 to 20 years is what they usually sell those in. The last thing it is like renting. There's no cash value. That's not an investment. It's an insurance to protect those that rely on your income. And with a whole policy, it's more expensive per month to have. It's like owning instead of renting, and generally it does last a lifetime. But again, what our teachings are saying is that if you get term policy, you could easily take that difference that you would generally pay per month between term and whole policy and use that money and invest it, rather than spending it on the insurance. And you can get a larger amount for much lesser amount of money per month with this term policy. The idea is for adults to have this term policy for a set amount of time, and then once their kids are grown and moved out and independent and can support themselves, by that point this insurance is no longer needed and runs out. So that sums it up for our insurance portion of this. There will be another video that I will post that's just kind of an overlook and one that I recorded several months ago that I'll post on here as well. But that sums it up for the study guide portion of this. Have a great day.